going to talk about safety and security, and we're going to break it up into different sections. We're going to talk about safety at home, how you can be safe at home, some things you might be doing that you probably shouldn't be doing, some things you should. Hopefully a lot of this makes sense to you. Whatever you think, never, and I say it again, never, ever get in that car to go. You can do more for your daughter who's been kidnapped while you're free, and you can direct the police to where they are and not be there yourself. Because if that person indeed does have someone that belongs to you, they're less likely to bring them back. And now they got you. Make sure your doors are in good repair and your locks are also in working order. Please don't put your keys right next to the door anymore. Don't do that. There really isn't a new place over the last 100 years where they won't look. So watch what you do, and also watch in this present sharing environment what your children do. Because as far as they know, this is just the way it is. If you are not using your laptop's camera, I almost would advise to take a little piece of masking tape and put it over that, just as much as the tip end of your finger. Because you won't know that you've been surveilled until many times it's too late. When you get to the door of your house or your apartment, that is not the time to start fishing for the right key. You get that key in your hand before you leave the car and before you leave the house. So you have to make absolutely sure that you decrease your time in the transition zone, in the most vulnerable zone. That's what your intention is to do. Just make sure that you pay attention. That's the bottom line. Pay attention. You see someone watching? So what? Turn back and look. You turn around and you watch, you look. So what? They look, you look. If you turn around and you seem as if you're timid, oh yeah, that's number 2 now, they were 10. So if you're coming out of Walmart and you go into your car and someone just has to just make your acquaintance, I would probably not do that. More than likely, I'll tell you I won't. Intuition is a good thing. Intuition actually is your subconscious mind, which is processing at a whole much higher, faster rate than your conscious mind. One reason why it's a strength for women and not a weakness is because they deal with it every day. They know how to multitask. They have to deal with us. And so when they deal with that emotion, they know what it looks like. When walking, be aware of those around you. If someone has been following for quite a while, be suspicious. If you think someone is following you, turn around and look at them. Don't be nice and cordial and just say, okay, I'm going to abide by the nice rules of society and I won't look at you even though you've been following me for 4 months. Turn around and look at them. Or another technique is to stop and look in the window. Pick up your phone, even if you're not talking to anybody, and say, oh yeah, let me go ahead and take this picture. Hey, no one's on the phone, but they don't want to be seen. Okay, walk with your head up, make eye contact with others, and move confident. Again, if I'm walking like this, you look at me, and if I'm the only choice, you might take that. But if I'm walking like this, and you're going to victimize somebody, you're probably going to pick the one that's walking like this. So walk with confidence, shoulders back, head up, men and ladies, because perpetrators don't want to know that you can identify them. If you're going to a particular destination, let someone know that you're on your way and approximately what time you will arrive. Before you leave your car to go inside of a building or leave the building to return to your car, have not only the keys in your hand, but the exact key to be used. So the ring is not good enough. The key is what you need to have.
Yes, about a question. It's been documented that those companies spy on you, where you're talking about pizza and then you see pizza advertisement. So if they're spying on you, anybody who hacks them, spying on you as well.
People think it's so cool that when they log into the internet, wow, it remembered. It's offering me all these things that it knows I want. How does it know what you want?
Yeah.
Oh, talk about something unique.
pick a particular brand of a particular thing and talk about it, even with your cell phone, any of that stuff, and I guarantee you within 24 hours it'll show up on your Facebook.
Effectively manage your sobriety. Hopefully that's not a problem for us here, while in a secure area or unfamiliar company. But that's not only just alcohol. That could be your medication. Anything that causes you not to be so alert, be careful about that when you're not in your protected surroundings, around people who would take care of you. If it's the first time you contact an active shooter or have any knowledge of him when he comes to the door, you've probably got two choices. One, die, because it's probably most likely going to happen if they're coming. You don't have any choices. What you have to do is prevent that guy from getting to the door first. You have to build proaction into your security program. Proaction means that we need to know who's sitting next to us in church and be nice, and we love each other. We should know when someone's hurting because we should have relationships in church. We should be speaking to each other. And if someone doesn't look right, or they come in and they look sad, that's part of your church family. Say, hey, how are you feeling? Because you never know. They could be in church because they can't go home because their guy is at home waiting on them to go. Talk to these people. They will tell you things that they will never write. And when they know you, they're more likely to not only attend your functions, but to recommend other people to come. So it's evangelistic. That's what we should be doing anyway. But it also serves a security purpose. There it is.
Here in the church environment, we greet here, but still people can come and easily sit down and nobody speak to them. Without, if it is somebody I know, I might come up and introduce myself. But if they don't want to talk, how can we be friendly, especially if we see them coming repeatedly, and they still don't want to reach out?
One thing, people should not be coming into your church, into your lobby and sitting down uncontacted. That shouldn't happen. They should be stopped, someone not stopped, but they should be contacted at the door. Someone should be welcoming them. We have a church family. If someone wants to come into our house, we should be happy to have them here. We should meet them at the door. We should greet them and say, how are you doing? I'm so happy to see you. This is the first time you're here? Wow, are you from this area? That will keep them coming back.
We, as parents, might not know the signs of these tricky people, and because they're coming into a church and they're victimizing their children.
Generally what happens with a person who is inappropriate with children, it's part of a cycle that they really almost are slave to. By that I mean we have to watch actions. No matter what they say, we have to watch actions. If you find yourself in the middle of an active shooter event, you don't have very many options. And the only option is to survive. So if running is surviving, that's what you do. If fighting is your best chance, that's what you do.